Alright, welcome back everybody to Rampant Z's playthroughs. This week we're doing something a little bit different. I'm getting out of the driver's seat, I'm handing the keys over to Jillybean, who's going to show us Dishonored 2.
Oh god, no, no, please. Look at her driving history. Hi, this is Blackstar, and we've also got Malgage joining us again this week. We don't know where Funkmon is, but we assume he's busy doing other things. And yeah, so Jilly's going to be driving, and she's actually going to be introducing me to a title I've never played before. I don't know if anybody else has, but this is the second in the Dishonored series, which she is a massive fan of. So Jilly, does this clip need any setup? Can you give us the lowdown on what's going on with Dishonored 2?
I will do. So yeah, like you said, I absolutely love Dishonored. I love it because it is crushingly deep with lore, and it has this amazing world building in it, and I love all that story aspect, but I also really love how they are very free with the mechanics. You can play the levels any kind of way you want, and what I thought would be really interesting for us is if I because I know these games really well, if I give you guys some of the moral choices that are in this game. Because the central idea behind Dishonored is this is a sort of kind of Victorian London steampunk universe.
Yeah, you get that feel with the visuals, yeah.
Yeah, and everything is powered by whale oil. Now, the world that we're in is a really dark place. So we're in a little sort of British island called the Isles, and the Isles are just this tiny little outcropping of rocks on the side of this big massive continent where all these eldritch abominations live. So this is like the only place in the world where humans can really properly live. There is a trickster god called the Outsider who will occasionally give people magic powers, and the trickster god just wants to shake things up a bit. So that's kind of the only thing you really need to know, that sometimes a god will come and bestow powers upon you, and just to kind of make the world a little bit crazier.
Okay, definitely deep.
I think it's quite fun.
Okay, well, we'd like to say hello to Zachary Stevens in the chat. He says, yeah, you can't quite hear either you guys very much. Yeah, Narc, do we have to adjust the levels on Jillybean and Mal?
I can see if I can boost them up a little bit.
Yeah, if they're a little low, we'll test it out. Hold on, Zach. We'll get you squared away. But from what you told us about this before, this seems incredibly customizable. One of the advantages of this particular title is that you can actually tweak pretty much every aspect of your gameplay. Yeah. Is that true, Jill?
Yeah, so particularly for Dishonored 2, once you've played it through once, you get this New Game Plus mode, which is what we're going to do. And this was actually added in an update. This wasn't there when the game began. And it is, as you can see, we're kind of flicking through some of the difficulty settings. You can make it as hard or easy as you want.
Oh, Zach's not saying he can't hear. He's saying he doesn't like the games. He doesn't like Dishonored. Yeah, you say he just didn't like Dishonored games.
I love these games, so you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, he also says his toast is pop, so I'm not sure whether Zachary's been drinking. Okay, so for this particular one,
what do we want to do? So I would suggest that we do have free saves. I think that's going to be a lot easier.
For quality of life.
Anything that smooths out the playthrough, yeah, absolutely, because we want to keep it moving, and we don't want to be having to repeat stuff to get it frustrating for you or viewers. So yeah, anything that makes it a streamlined experience, I would be all for.
So I think that's fine. For the quick access wheel, this is basically the various powers. You can either have slowed time or real time. What do you fancy?
The slow time seems like it would make it easier.
Slow time is easier, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I would probably do slow time then, yeah. Now, that's a mechanic that we also saw in the Mass Effect series, I think.
Yes.
And what was one of the other ones that also uses big... It was one of the ones that you liked, Narc. It's one Bethesda did, you know, the Vault series. What's that?
Fallout.
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 They also had the slow time series for combat as well, didn't they?
Not so much.
Well, no, the original games had turn-based combat like Divinity does, but when they made it a first-person, when Bethesda took the series over and made them into first/third-person action RPGs, the tactical combat system was modified slightly, which is called VATS, so that it slows time when you engage it. But so it's not turn-based, but it's not quite real-time either.
Right. Zachary says Fallout is great, so yeah, maybe we'll have to do that.
I like Fallout. Well, yeah, we're be doing. I mean, I already pre-ordered Fallout 76, so we're going to be doing that when it comes out.
Yeah,
this fall.
I think that'll be fun.
Is that Funk that jumped in here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is Funk.
Oh, okay. He said he wanted to say hi to Kermit, so hi, Kermit. I don't know what he's doing with Funk right now.
What did we decide when we did our test? That we wanted the guard's perception to be lower and the pursuit to be higher, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, I think we wanted pursuit to be higher.
Right, so that they won't notice you that easily, but once they notice you, they'll chase you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It would be boring.
Yeah, and I think so. I've made sleep darts slower because that's sometimes quite fun. And let's have more guards because I tend to prefer to play stealthily. So if I get lost, we will have some problems.
Okay, cool.
And yeah.
Group attack?
See me, so let's all. Let's have.
I think I hear Jilly's sirens. They're coming for you. Yeah, she kind of warned us that there was some activity in the area, so we may be hearing some police activity behind us.
We have the Edinburgh Fringe, so if you hear them too often, let me know and I will close the living room window.
Yeah, when she said the Edinburgh Fringe, I thought she meant the TV show. Okay, so elixir strength. Wow. So they're already pushing steroids on you in this game.
There's all sorts going on. I'm gonna change the elixir speeds to normal. So we're playing a fairly normal game with just some bigger consequences for losing, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now we begin with A Long Day in Dunwall. So this is the first game is about the Empress's bodyguard, the Empress being this Empress's mother, and the Empress's bodyguard falling from honor, becoming dishonored, being bestowed by gifts by the outsider trickster god, and then avenging the Empress's death. And that's basically it. That's all you need to know about Dishonored 1.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Atano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Because there are no other options.
So I will say, this is probably the weakest part of the whole game, is this opening scene.
A weird way to start, but okay.
It is! I've always wondered why it is presented in this way.
Your signet ring. You're ready.
Lexi, open the doors.
What were you thinking, Mark?
Nothing. I was hearing an echo, and it's just because I was hearing it from two sources.
Her Imperial Majesty,
We're good.
Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive.
Oh yeah, there's
through the
some kind of
ages.
audio delay for me when I'm looking at it through the mixer.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Is it just me, or does the court seem a little thin?
Yes.
Like 5 people there. Zachary says, all I remember about Dishonored 1 is being
Your
spotted
Majesty,
and hiding.
before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
He seems to be heavily armed.
The Bell Duke of Serkonos!
With robots.
So remember that
Mechanical soldiers?
your father was gifted,
Amazing.
or our father,
is this,
as we are
Ramsay?
collectively
I didn't
Emily at the moment,
authorize those
was
things.
gifted powers by the Outsider when you watch this scene.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
Uh-oh.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece. Hello.
And you can tell she's trustworthy because she has a lot of cleavage.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the
that a
time
lot?
of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself
The
known.
swagger with
and I was
the
forced
hips
to
is
leave
very
Dunwall.
convincing as to her.
Yeah.
Now I'm home.
And the shoulder pads.
If you really
Yep,
are,
the
my
trustworthiness.
All benevolent leaders
you're
wear
welcome
shoulder
to stay
pads.
as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin.
Looks like everybody is against you except Corvo, because like nobody said boo when this started.
Nobody was happy with was going to argue with that.
Wait a minute, did you just start killing your own guards?
Yeah, because they betrayed you. I mean, like,
Sword can't still my heart.
So she's right there. She's
taking his
off
powers.
His powers
Okay.
from him. Yeah. So he's now stripped of powers.
Okay, so if even if you choose to play as Corvo, you'd have a clean slate of no abilities to start. And of course,
Yeah.
Emily doesn't have any, so
Yeah. So we have a choice here. Emily would be my strong
Yeah.
preference.
yeah, Emily.
Alright.
Emily, it's not a question.
Yeah.
That is unanimous.
I will cast you in cold marble.
Bye, Daddy.
No.
Okay, why isn't she doing this twice?
Over time, you will come to love me.
That's an
Perhaps
excellent
someday you'll see
question.
me as the mother you lost.
Oh, right, because you wouldn't have a
Until
game. I'm
then, you'll be
sorry, I
kept
lost my
out
head.
of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison until her trial.
It makes even less sense when you think that the exact same thing happens to Emily if you choose to
Yeah.
play as Corvo.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
rose gardens instead of.
But it's funny, Zachary says he wanted a Corvo. He's the best.
I liked Corvo a lot better when he was a silent protagonist, I'm going to be honest.
Well, yeah, he just looks like standard scruffy guy 101. Oh God, what? This is really bloody game.
Oh, okay, we did have another loyalist, but that was her.
And now she's dead.
Yeah, now she's dead. A video game sword.
Yes.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy.
Which I'm going to tell you about, just in case you're wondering what to do
It's
next.
one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father.
My kingdom.
Nothing
Yeah, you've had a rough morning.
I need to get out of here. These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
Sir, how long is it going to take?
Wait a minute. Are those doorknobs square?
Hold your horse's corporal dial.
He
knows what he's doing.
My
Yes,
God.
yes, they
They
are.
are.
They're like diamond-shaped doorknobs. Should be.
So as a political attaché, Corvo's got to be rubbish because, I mean, you know, nobody saw this coming, and then you let these people in heavily armed, and then you watch her grandstand about her. She basically comes in saying, "I'm intending to perform a coup," and people are like, "All right, let's hear it."
Yeah,
Some sort of
do
witch.
explain.
How is this possible?
Zachary wants to know why Bambi's mum is on the wall.
Where's the royal protector?
There's a coup underway. My
He
father
royally screwed
He's
up.
imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier
I'm
today.
the second person
down
to
at the
enter your
docks.
safe room to you, just
Looking
in
for the
case you're
royal
very
protector.
confused about what
Find
happens.
her. Get out of Dunwall.
Leave me here.
I'm sorry.
Bye, Alexei.
Oh, we have a new follower, Foster X. Thanks for the follow, Foster X.
Hey, thank you for joining. Certainly
Thanks for
hope
the
you
follow.
enjoy the new game. Or should I
Alrighty.
say, new to us.
Foster
money?
X is following on Twitch.
So, your first choice. What are we going to do with these people who betrayed us, basically?
I don't know. You seem a little bent on a little stabby here, so
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
think,
stick up and
I think you're making things even harder for yourself if you're gonna try and go stealth and non-lethal. So
no. We can't have non-lethal. Come
Oh,
on.
this is non-lethal, but I can kill him
Is it?
afterwards.
Oh yeah, kill him afterwards. Traitorous bastard.
What do you want me to do with this dude?
how much
Out the window.
how much chaos does that generate?
Yeah,
This
can you-
is your question.
See, I would have gone the window.
Zachary says kill him.
Well, obviously, but I was thinking of some way to do it interesting.
But we had to know geograph.
Can we beat him to death with the typewriter?
I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could know what that's like.
And your mother's sister's cousin's uncle, former roommate.
Calculated effect. Undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit. But trust me, we'll find this crown killer.
No time for that now.
Being accused
Yeah,
of murder.
First things first. Yeah, can we get out of the palace here?
Being accused of murder is a family tradition.
Yeah.
Happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check.
Just in case I forgot any of the things I'd done previously.
Yeah.
You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be.
At least they didn't give you amnesia. They could have given you amnesia from a blow to the head, and then
Yeah.
the chief of the guard
This
would
is
have to say,
very
"Remember,
true.
you're the empress. You've been betrayed."
You know, to be honest, this actually reminds me a lot of BioShock. You know, the way that they kind of
Yes.
vomit exposition in audio clips, which can be interesting. In fact, Halo actually did that once.
Why is that
with,
guard facing that
ODST.
wall? What is he looking at?
He's guarding the wall.
He was worried something might come out of the clock.
Yeah, for that much stuff, though, I wish they would just put that in a cutscene or something, because it interrupts the flow of you pitching guards out of windows.
Yeah. Okay, so this is back to our throne room.
We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who
Oh, look, a bad guy named Ramsey.
I'll be back
when I
search the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself.
So he's worried he might accidentally lock himself in the secret chambers.
Which means no one else has access or knows where it is.
Which means we can do that to somebody else, like maybe him.
Well, yeah. So
why not all of them? Just pile them in one at a time.
What do we want to do?
I spent my childhood playing with the buntings and the boars.
If we don't kill him now, does he come back later? Is that it? He'll be a mini boss if we lock him now instead of killing him?
No, so every Dishonored target, so he's a target, he has the target floating above his head. Every Dishonored target can kill, or we can take out, and killing them is always more chaotic, taking them out is always less chaotic, but it's not always nice.
Zachary's got to vote for torture. It's not something I expected early on a Sunday morning.
Let's try locking him in the room. Let's try that. That just seems more interesting than killing him. I'm assuming there's going to be plenty of people to kill. I'm sure there's no shortage of murder to be had.
How many people are dead? And this is the first 10 minutes.
Oh, hey, he had a ring.
This won't leave my hand again.
So that's the ring he stole from us.
It's shaped like a doorknob.
Yeah, everybody's got this whole diamond theme going on, and man, that ring's really pointy.
It's a very pointy game.
Yeah.
It's like BioShock if it was pointier.
Zachary says no, more serious torture. Yeah, except that casual torture stuff. We're not half-assed like that. We're gonna go all torture in.
Anton.
I like how quickly she drops him, which
Blonk.
She's like, yep, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Sack of potatoes.
Let's lock you in our safe room. Oh, I killed him there accidentally.
Oh, did you kill him by dropping him on the table?
You can do that, but he's still alive. So we're
good.
Okay,
unconscious. All right, good.
We've eliminated the targets
this is all set straight
without killing him.
Rations and well water.
It's a big ass safe room. Let me tell you.
Now, there's loads of books in this game, which I'm not going to sort of read through all of them. I will read through a couple that are interesting, but I can summarize some of the ones that are good.
You're big on the fruit.
Yes. Eating food is one of the great joys of Dishonored. This is really cute. This is a letter from one of the novel's tie-in characters, but they never gender this character, who's Emily's love interest. It's just really sweet.
For maximum flexibility.
Yeah, for maximum flexibility. So I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. It makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. Don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Lord Orvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. That's from Wyman, which is just, I think, a really cute little way of doing it.
We're gonna go right out and fall off a rooftop, aren't we?
I want to find out why white leaf tobacco is forbidden.
Because it's the weeds.
Is it? Is that their form of the weeds?
Yeah,
this is another
skooma.
Really cute little touch. These pictures are pictures that Emily drew in the first game. All the locations that were in the first game. So just loads of little cute little touches if you have played the previous one. Yeah.
So so there's no fruit that you will pass up
against Delilah.
No, I even eat the rotten fruit because it's hilarious.
Ew! Oh, that's gross. No, see, I would make your captors eat the rotten fruit.
No, I would. Well, oh yeah, I should probably leave him some more food to eat, shouldn't I? Maybe.
Zach says you should kill him in the safe room.
Maybe because I've already played this game,
this could be
there's a collectible there sometimes.
Was that just bullion in the safe?
Yes.
I have a feeling.
Ooh, heavy artillery. Do you think?
And a telescope. Yay!
I don't know. That one looks like it would poke your eye out. Now, what was that mask that Daddy was wearing? Is that like a robot steampunky kind of thing, or was her dad really a robot?
It's a steampunk mask where, and actually one of the best levels in Dishonored is a level where there's a party and you go as with the mask on, and everyone is just like, oh, look at you, how risque, you're wearing the mask of that murderer. And you can sign your name as Corvo Atano in the guest book, like one of the cutest things ever.
Is it ever answered why such a high percentage, not just of the court, but of the general populace, is so immediately credulous about the claims of you being a murderer?
Yeah, that's,
there
kind of weird.
Is a little bit, but it's mainly everything in Dishonored Land is a bad idea, basically. Like, nothing ever goes right here.
Zachary says, I slaughtered everyone at that party.
You're not going to have much of a court to come back to if you do that.
The vibe is almost like a steampunk Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So, welcome to Dunwall, or Steampunk London.
I was going to ask, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of parkouring now.
Not a huge amount.
What do I have to do to help my father? What do I have to become?
A robot?
That would be neat.
I'm half expecting an appearance by Dick Van Dyke, though.
Are there any snipers in this game?
There's worse. There's witches.
How is that worse than a sniper?
They're really annoying.
I think he meant sniper weapons like for you to have.
Oh! Yes, but I prefer the up close and personal.
Personal choking out of everyone.
Crawling with the Duke's men.
Although I haven't really got my answer from you. Do you want me to kill these traitors?
It's your game, I mean, hey, you play as you want to play.
Well, okay. If we... Going on the angle that the coup was enabled by the fact that people so easily believe that we were a murderer. And after all, even though people don't know Corvo's our dad, he is a murderer. He is an assassin. Why don't we try to legitimize our rule by coming back to it without necessarily killing everybody?
Zachary has a mode for murdering all of them.
I mean, okay, like, that didn't work out, but...
Nope.
So I would say maybe, like, try to go for the non-lethal when possible, but let's not be too anal about it.
Let's only murder half of them.
Oh, you're role-playing as Thanos. Cool.
Been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Okay, was that the guy talking?
No, I think that was the commander of the guard outside the room.
Oh, okay, yeah, it wasn't quite clear, so the game kind of like delayed their kill him mid-dialogue.
Bar for treason is pretty high these days.
Okay, yes. Now what was that stuff? That was an elixir. What is the function of elixir?
So a lot of the collectibles are just things that you can sell later. So for example, copper wire gives you 10 coins. So it sells it all for you. And oh look, a pretty painting.
Obtuse painting of Lady Boyle. Oh,
the obtuse arguments of Lady Boyle.
Is that 451?
It is indeed, and I wonder what could be the code. Save.
Ah. So you're jumping ahead. You saw the code before we saw the safe. So how are you supposed to take a painting? Where are you storing that?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Okay.
Magic pockets.
Magic pockets.
Not to mention, is this the best time to be carrying around large
you left a bullet
of thing?
You forgot a bullet.
I have.
You're holding a painting, but you can't have one more bullet.
Yes,
yeah, I'm
because
sorry.
the painting is very bulky. Okay.
It's a video game.
I need you to walk past that rock so that I can get out of this door.
Yeah, see, this is a great sniper opportunity if you had one. Now, the character has the gun in the left hand and the sword in the right. Is that how you would normally play it? Or can you switch?
You can't switch, unfortunately. You have to, duck with the setup.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason.
There's reasons.
Found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested.
And then stabbied.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. Your advice is
you can't see me.
During this time of unrest.
So they're just out murdering loyalists? Are those the other bodies, the ones that we're not responsible for?
Pretty much. Just a newspaper telling us that, yes, our mother is dead.
Wow, that's a pretty big dumpster. Wait a minute, how is there a newspaper saying that your mom's dead already?
I was just...
well, she died earlier.
Yeah, remembering the anniversary of her death.
Oh, the anniversary thing. Okay, I thought it's like, wow, that's a really old newspaper if it's just saying your mom died.
So...
Oh.
Should have been loyal.
Who was that guy?
So you really do want to murder them, yeah?
Wow, apparently.
You told me to murder those who weren't loyal.
I told you to play as you wanted to play.
And I said maybe try not to murder people. But...
Okay, sorry.
I said half.
I didn't hear
It was
Narc
me.
say
It was
that
me.
part.
I said murder.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm outvoted. If I'm outvoted, that's fine. I was just thinking. I'm just thinking the way to the Empress again that they took away from you by accusing you of being a murderer is maybe not by being a murderer.
Yeah, Zachary said murder them all. You know, lots of dead people here.
But I don't think, in all fairness, I don't think you can trust sheep, so...
Fair enough.
I figured this whole thing was going to be a question of who can you trust. And it's hard to trust people when they accuse you of murdering everyone and you go around murdering everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to tell you that you'd be committing treason by helping Emily, who's a murderer.
Stabby, 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 stabby.
And I saw him talking to Captain
I love it. He's like, now I'm sure he's part of the Duke's coup. Like, I wasn't sure before when he was telling me to slander you, but now you've murdered him. I'm fairly sure I know.
Me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
It's like I didn't.
Not the forgiving type.
I didn't order those killings. I'm ordering these killings.
When the time is right.
Excuse me. This game is called Dishonored, not Forgiven, so you're gonna die now.
I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself.
Yes, that's very interesting. Do you have any fruit I can eat? No? Okay, goodbye.
Oh, no fruit? Well, you're instantly gonna die now.
All of the most loyal subjects have a bowl of fruit that I can eat with the very pleasing crunching noise that it makes.
Yeah, rabbit food. I love how you just like totally help yourself to everything.
I'm the
Your Empress.
Citizens of Dunwall.
So there's the Boyle Manor over the road.
Family, turn over all information concerning Emily Caldwin and Corvo Atano, wanted for murder and treason.
Okay, well I can't see who's saying that, so we'll ignore it.
So what are you waiting for, to hop a train?
You can hop a train, but I am not, shall we say,
Agile enough?
yeah, what's the word for when your body does what you want it to?
Coordinated?
Limber?
That's the word. Coordinated. I am not coordinated enough for that.
Ah, okay. No wonder you didn't like Destiny. So...
The entire month will be ruined.
So, are you just trying to get out of the city right now, or are you just gonna... Okay.
We are aiming for that ship over there.
Oh, we're gonna escape on a boat.
Because
We're gonna
Alexi... Yes, Alexi told us... Whoop,
We're gonna sneak away under cover of afternoon in the biggest boat in the harbor.
Yep. But first...
We're
there's
gonna
no money in that
pilfer
cash
some register? Yeah, seriously? You're robbing some fishmongers?
First, I'm gonna carry a fish slice.
Why?
Don't sometimes just want to carry some fish around?
Caldwin's finally fallen.
Now,
You cook it first.
game doesn't do a very good job of showing you this unless you know to look for it.
What, keyholes?
Made on this, mark my words.
This
You seem chuffed and happy.
building in here explains some very interesting lore.
About the fishmongers of the city.
There, son. There.
Pitch him in a corner.
He's fine. It's fine. That was non-lethal. So, see there is a body strung up.
Mm.
They're investigating what looks like a murder.
Yeah, these guys don't waste any time. I mean,
yeah, it seems to be progressing a little bit
like
more.
The coup
rapid.
was 20 minutes ago, but
not even.
They've wasted no time starting with crucifixions.
Yeah, have they secured the military, your communications, traveling roads, supplies, weaponry? You know, people just don't walk up and say, "I'm going to start a coup now." Here's a question: How many bullets do those guns actually hold? Because your ammunition seems to be.
I think it's 10 up until
10.
you get the upgrade for it.
What is it after the upgrade?
I think it's 12.
Ooh, it's extra 2 bullets.
See me if I go down that way. So.
Was that a power slide into a wall?
That was a power slide into a wall.
Death from above. Yeah, can you land in his head?
Yep, as soon as he turns around.
I just noticed that. Why does your gun have gears?
Because steampunk.
Right.
Because transistors don't exist.
Oh, that's the auto loading mechanism for the, you know.
So here we go.
10
the
rounds.
Crown Killer is watching. So this
people never heard of a magazine?
Crown killing setup.
Oh, so
the
Dunwall's actually creating the whole mythos
so it's staged.
of the thing.
So the Crown Killer is not real then at all, or?
Yes, exactly. So the Ichabod Boyle case, witness statement. Witness name Peter Atkins, occupation the matchbox maker. On the 16th day, month of Earth, just before midnight, I was on my way home after a cup of ales at the pub. Stopped to pee next to the Boyle Company offices. I heard moaning and furniture creaking, so I thought maybe somebody was having some fun and I could have a peek. But when I got close to the windows, that's when Mr. Boyle started screaming like a slaughtered pig. He was all tied up. There was someone wearing a hooded cloak, and I swear I think he was eating Mr. Boyle's guts. That has to be the Crown Killer, I told myself. And so I ran as fast as I could to the nearest watch post to get help. Your soldiers could have made it to the Boyles in time if they hadn't taken half an hour for me to find me for throwing up. Anyone would have done the same after what I had been through. You guys should have some respect. And the Boyles are one of the antagonists of the previous game, so they're like an old personal enemy of the Coldwinds.
Great.
And there's one of them hung up and killed by some sort of creepy dude.
So is that a good thing?
Okay, so the Crown Killer was supposed to be a member of royalty who was murdering ordinary people, and they were staging this to eventually discredit somebody? Is that it?
We will find out.
Okay, all right, so we don't... Okay, I'm just trying to...
Somebody is killing our enemies, and considering we got our throne by killing a lot of people...
okay.
It feels very much like it should be us.
Was the public legend of the Crown Killer something that was in the first game, or is that something that happened between the end of the first game and now? Okay.
It's between the end of the first game now, so it's like the Jack the Ripper of the of Dunwall, basically.
Zachary says, "What a pervert." Okay, so
this place.
Okay, but our enemies being slaughtered away and we're actually not responsible. Isn't that a good thing?
Well, yeah, you could say,
okay,
except for everyone thinks we're responsible.
Right, but as soon as we clear our name, our enemies will still be dead.
But the enemies,
didn't do it.
Enemies are still dead. Some of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So awesome.
So that just means that there's at least 3 factions, right? There's us. There's our enemies that are being killed, and then there's our enemies who are actually doing the killing and blaming it on us.
Wow, this is rapidly turning into.
And we know at least who the third one is, because the third one is the new Empress, and her people.
Now, is she legit, or is this a total fake out, or are we finding out later, or...
Yeah, is she really our aunt or
You
not?
will find out later.
Okay. Okay.
Emily has never heard anyone talk about her mother's sister before, put it that way.
Okay,
yeah,
so as far as
I
she
have
knows,
a
that
feeling
person
this is
doesn't
totally
even
fake.
exist.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
could be total BS. She could be a witch with cleavage like that. Come on.
Exactly.
Somebody hit the fabricate a claim button in Crusader Kings. Okay.
Yeah, apparently. They looked up how to do a coup in 30 easy lessons.
Abandoned apartment. Soda.
Pear soda.
Yeah, but the rents are reasonable.
It was a really pretty bottle.
Zachary wants to know, didn't she die in the DLC?
Ooh, you're talking about the Dishonored DLC. Yes, Delilah did die in the Dishonored DLC.
Ah.
Which is probably very confusing for anyone who
Spoiler alert.
played it. Yeah.
Unless that's just two different people claiming to be Delilah. Or is it really the same person?
It is really the same person.
Really?
Okay, so either one ending of the DLC is non-canonical, or there's a reason a person can die and come back, or there's more than one of them, or something.
She did die,
Mhm.
but she
Space
died
magic.
in a sort of mystical type way.
Gotcha.
Right,
And she has come back with the power to put people into like marble and stuff like that. So
Sounds like the work of a trickster god to me.
it does indeed.
Yep.
Everybody knows when you get murdered mystically, you come back with powers.
It's
come on.
Horcruxes, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Oop, zappy. Okay. I'm guessing don't step on the train rail.
Don't jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Touch the third rail. It's about 900 volts in there.
Not the volts, it's
voltage
the
that gets you.
amps.
It's the amps. How many amps are there? Enough to push a train and shut
Oh,
up.
I would have clunked my head off of that rock.
Yeah, seriously, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Ooh, do we get a submarine? That'd be neat. Steampunk subs.
They definitely should do submarines, or maybe they shouldn't. Given
Yeah.
some of the once you see a whale, you might change your mind.
Oh,
But
why?
how do I? Here we go.
Was Moby Dick really that big?
Whales in this universe are pretty scary.
Really? Steampunk whales?
Hey, person who gave
want to hear
my
what I've got
Lord
to
Protector
say?
a note.
I guarantee it. Lady
Bill Gates
Emily,
can't guarantee windows.
Get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
Yeah,
My
you
name's
say
Megan
that, but
Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something.
So
scary
Sokolov
about
is kind of like the Tesla
came
of the
to
universe.
I know, Anton.
Really?
But Corvo's gone.
Oh, Natheema's in the chat. Hi, Natheema.
is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did
I massacred the other half.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do but run.
Whenever
Sometimes
somebody
that's all
saw
you
me, I
can
shot
do.
them because I panicked.
This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started.
So
Delilah must have
the
been down there for a
dreadful
while,
whale
and I've got to
is
figure
an
out what's going
anagram of something,
You're Corvo's
which
daughter.
I don't know
I'll
if
give
any
you
of you
that.
like anagrams.
Should we
I
go?
can give you a couple of minutes to try and figure out what it is, but you would need to know that one of the words is a character's name.
I love anagrams when they're decoded.
So we didn't kill any civilians. We killed 6 hostiles. I say we.
Yeah,
liberal liberal version of the word
It's totally our fault.
Yeah. So we are fairly we've got a low chaos level at the moment. And
Yeah,
you see
no alarms rung. Apparently, that's an important thing.
Yeah. So you can see how there's like a stealth, merciful, lethal, assault kind of set of axes, and you can basically be anywhere in that overall, which is really good fun, I think.
Non-lethal
Found
assault
all
works?
paintings, and then you get a couple of special.
can.
Yeah. So you can be like really, really noisy, just not kill anyone.
Zachary wants to know, what is an anagram?
It's when the letters of the words can be rearranged to form a new word or phrase.
Like
Perfect example.
Santa and Satan.
Yeah. I would have personally picked that one, Mal, but I do find that that's kind of revealing that you did. Zachary, yeah, if you've ever watched Doctor Who, there was a spin-off series called Torchwood, which is an anagram of Doctor Who.
Am I still aboard?
So when you rearrange the letters, you can make other words with those same letters. That's what an anagram is. So for here, they picked an anagram of, what do you say, the Dreadful Whale? That if you were to rearrange those same letters, it would be a character's name in the game. That obviously is important, but we're totally new to this, so we don't know any of the characters yet.
All right, I muted myself for the last 5 minutes. Is
Awesome.
the anagram?
I was wondering why it went so smooth.
Is the anagram Dreadful Whale or the Dreadful Whale?
Or a Dreadful Whale?
I think it's Dreadful Whale.
Okay, so anagrams of Dreadful Whale include Redhead Lawful, Whalehead Fraud,
Something moving closer. Watching.
Warhead Fold. But if you mentioned it's a name, then
Yeah, it's a character's name.
that's going to be harder to find.
Caldwin, I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days.
Yeah, I'm not evil.
I never expected us to meet.
Me either.
I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire.
You didn't help?
Rescued by
You
a
jerk.
man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement.
Even worse, he actually gave
Someone yanked the rug
Dowd, who's the person who killed our mother, he gave Dowd the powers to do so.
Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial
Hello, Whale.
Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
So is the outsider straight up like giving powers to both sides just so he can watch the chaos? Is that the idea?
Yes.
My
So-
God, he's the Q of this universe.
We can reject the powers, but it's significantly less fun to do so.
Oh, so wait, so you actually choose then to play without any special abilities, and you just have to use combat and stealth, and that's it?
Right. Which is what Narc would do, because he doesn't even use powers in Destiny.
I just forget to.
Powers
I
are the best.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would want
No, yeah, don't take him. Take him.
But you can do, and I have done it. It's
No powers?
The game's really well designed, but yeah, this is much more fun.
I like that it scales.
Inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something.
Now
My
we wear
question
the
is now-
outsider's mark.
Yeah, what's the price, though?
All the stories. They're true.
So we can
Teleport.
blink across different places.
Oh, so we're a
Pretty cool.
warlock. Okay.
Yep.
Incredible.
I had that kind of experience playing Bioshock Infinite, where I played it first on the normal
I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
difficulty, and I really kind of forgot about a lot of the powers and was just using guns, and it was kind of boring. And
Yeah.
But I liked the game well enough that I started a new game plus on a higher difficulty, and I immediately, like, the game forced you to use powers because just trying to do it with guns was not good enough.
No.
At least for me.
What is that?
You're doing it wrong.
Feels familiar.
So this is one of the integral sort of core mechanics. Is you have this, which is called the heart.
Know you. Do you remember?
It's actually your mother's heart.
You.
Oh,
Cut
nice.
from her body.
So much.
Double ooh.
Even as an echo of myself. It's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms.
Wouldn't that mean I'm dead?
But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
That rhymes.
Now we have the heart, and we can make the heart tell us things.
Oh God, why are we playing with it? Why are we playing with it?
There is no sky.
Who made it into a clockwork device, or was it like that when it was cut out of her?
Oh my
The
god, this is
outsider.
gross.
So the outsider made it weird, as the outsider very often does. And one of the so it's only ever specifically revealed that it is Jessamine's heart in this game. In the last in the last Dishonored game, it was kind of implied. So she's getting very excited because there's a bone charm over there. Here's Delilah. Ask her what she thinks about Delilah.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh, well, we're not. She's not actually looking at Delilah yet, but when we point the heart at people, it will tell us things that we do not know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta say right out,
like developer
outright,
commentary.
I'm not a fan of this mechanic. Couldn't we have just used a power ring like normal people?
I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what...
Ah, so she's a teaching assistant.
Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown.
And a remote heart.
A secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
What could be greater than being the Empress?
The Empress pirate.
So have you figured out what dreadful whale is an anagram of?
No.
I
haven't been looking.
It is Farewell Dowd. Dowd being the name of the assassin who killed the Empress.
Mm-hmm. Everybody got that?
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
It's funny, the woman who helped you on the boat there, she really looks like she could use an eye patch, but she doesn't use one. What?
So we have 2 bone charms and a little book which basically just says, because you bought this on order, you get 2 bone charms in this cabin.
Wow, okay.
So a letter from Emily to Wyman. By now you must have heard about the coup in Dunwall. Don't worry, I'm safe, hiding far away with friends. I implore you, don't try anything reckless and don't go back to Bristol. Stay in Morley. There's nothing you can do against Delilah. I can't say I have a solid plan yet, but you know how well I improvise in desperate situations. Remember the time I kept a straight face during the watch officer's report, all while sitting at my desk without pants? If I survive that, I'll get through all of this. For now, I need to stay hidden and act alone. Trust me, we'll see each other again.
Wyman was under the desk, I guess.
Yeah, and that's how I've always read that one.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
P.S. Please send pants.
And then there's a diary entry for every... There's 2 or 3 diary entries for every single level, which is quite a lot of reading. But this one about the Void is...
oh no, not another Void.
I've read about the Void
and
the Outsider and imagined them. Now I've seen these wonders for myself. Strange doesn't begin to cover it. The outsider has terrible eyes. I know these gifts come with a price, but how can I refuse? This power might give me the edge I need to defeat Delilah and Duke Abiel.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, what the price was.
I'll worry about paying the cost later. Which is interesting. So, we have a huge number of powers that we can choose from. So we've actually got more powers than usual because we are playing the New Game Plus.
Right.
And I think what might be quite cool is if we let you guys pick the powers with my advice, if you like.
Well, Narc would be better with that because he does the Bioshock thing, so he knows all the powers.
So, well, you can just go with my advice if you like, Blackstar. So these are sort of active powers, and then these are enhancements. So the one I always find quite useful is agility, quite quickly, which lets you jump harder and faster, and then build up bone charm crafting as well as an ability. Then you can start making some really interesting bone charms. Now, bone charms are...
I was going to ask.
Basically modifiers. So at the moment we have bullet packs have a slight chance of containing one more pistol bullet, which we will on just...
What good is that if you can't carry them?
And then sometimes our supernatural powers consume no mana, so we will also put that modifier on as well. Can equip 5 at the moment, but we can buy the ability to equip 10. And then when you craft bone charms, you can give 2 or 3 modifiers to the one slot, basically.
Mm-hmm. See, I would be tempted to like completely give you the most useless powers ever. Like,
okay, well, the agility seems to make sense. Especially is the next level, immediate level, going to be heavier than usual on parkour, or
not hugely? You can do. I mean, remember, you can do the whole game with no powers at all. So
where's the power to make a really amazing cup of tea?
Well, there's possession, which is a really fun one.
Don't have enough points for it. Oh, okay.
Points for it
so
yet,
what can we afford now, I guess?
At this point, we can afford Blink, but we already have Far Reach, so these are 2 very similar powers.
Right.
There's Doppelganger, which we can't afford. We can afford
How long till you get your Nova
Vision.
Bomb?
See better in darkness. Observe living beings through walls.
What's the rat
so basically you can see around corners and track people, which is really useful. We can do... The rat one is Devouring Swarms, so it's quite good if you're doing an aggressive playthrough. You can summon a swarm of rats to kill people. And then Domino's another good one as well, actually. So at the moment we can only really afford Bloodthirst, or agility.
Is it an option just to
reflexes,
bank those 2 points so that we could immediately get a more expensive one?
Later, yeah, that probably makes more sense.
Why don't we do that?
I love how this game you have a swarm of rats, and in Bioshock it's a swarm of bees.
Bees, yeah.
So it's not what you're used to living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton Sokolov and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need some ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city, there are underground black market shops. Look for a symbol depicting 2 hands, which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make the difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on this crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help you with that as well. Now we have our sniper weapon.
Nice.
Ooh.
More of a pistol though, but okay.
So
what's the range?
It's the heart. Yeah, that's about right. So the heart will tell us that
I don't want to talk
there's
about
a rune over there, and there might be some other things as well.
Zachary wants to know: is there going to be more murder? Zachary, you're a little bloodthirsty.
Oh,
this
almost
early morning.
certainly.
I think this game is going to be 90% of that, but we're still getting acclimated, so we got to figure out who we're going to murder next.
Now there is a rune down there, so I think.
Oh my God! That water's
Find it.
filthy. It's just like England. Ugh.
Well, this is now fantasy Mediterranean rather than fantasy
Is it?
England. Yes.
Oh man, well it's very, very dirty water.
So is the outsider also the one who's like placing runes in weird places for you to find?
Yes.
That seems like a really
So
bad
he's just
place
a
to put one.
proxy for the game designer then.
Pretty much, although people will sometimes collect them, especially if they have an interest in sort of pseudoscience type stuff.
Okay.
Windows is open,
Oh, Dark's more of a Mac guy. Who left this open? Zachary says, is England filthy? Well, in the 18th century, it was not the cleanest, shall we say.
Was anywhere the cleanest in the Industrial
Is
Revolution?
there a reason why parts of our... I mean, is this supposed to be accidental that this room is locked off and that we had to climb in through the window? And
why was that outside hatch open? That seems like...
Maintenance list. So things that we need to do: repair the things that got busted up in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now.
Okay.
No, scratch that. Not until I bring him back home, as a show of faith that he will be coming back. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side. I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Pay the port tax and the look the other way fees to the Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money.
Oh, I'm impressed. They actually explained that.
Wow.
Must be cursed. Daft old man. This is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All
right.
First thing we got to do is get you an eye patch.
But what were you and Sokolov
Give me more backstory, and then I can get back to the murdering.
The old man loved Kanaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence.
She really evokes for me the ship's captain from Raiders of the
Usually the
Lost
local
Ark.
authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
Not to mention, we're gonna need more yarn.
As good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Sokolov was painting a picture of Delilah.
Why is this here? It's Delilah.
It's for the wanted poster. Got to use something somewhere.
Can you destroy it?
Hey, she worked hard on that.
Sadly.
Zachary wants to know where her other arm is. I think probably waylaid.
Bottom of the ocean, probably.
Yeah.
See, we have a little audiograph.
It's a pirate's life for her. The voice actor for that's Rosario Dawson, isn't it?
It is. Well spotted.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
My lessons with Anton Sokolov. He made so many clever devices during my mother's time.
When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of that.
Yeah.
And some good. Before and after the Red Plague. But here in Karnaka, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
How convenient that he happened to be recording an audio file.
Yeah.
When he was
just as
abducted.
Just at that moment.
Abducted, yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Anyway, there's more lore in here, but let's get back to killing.
They've taken him away to the castle of
I think there's something I can eat in this room. Yeah! Apples.
I have
Bread.
this horrible suspicion
Bananas.
that at some point there won't be any food left and you're going to have to eat one of your victims.
Jelly deals! I don't think jelly deals crunch like that, but I still love doing it. And
I mean, they do have bones.
That's true. But like, it's like, do you guys have white bait in US?
No, but that's a horrible name.
Oh, God. Wow.
Yeah, don't qualify it.
Seems so far away.
It's a little fish
I'll come
that
back
you
soon,
deep fry and eat whole.
I promise.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we just call whitefish.
Oh, we call them white bait, but yeah, they don't really. Oh, they're, I suppose, kind of crunchy.
Geez. Right in the
Fine,
middle.
it's fine, it's fine.
See, I get more immersive in these
Ready
things.
for me to drop you at the docks?
Yes.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
And we can go find Luke Cage.
Due to be recognized.
Oh, the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, no one will see me because I'm wearing this scarf. An amazing disguise. Workers
Addermeyer
at
Station.
25.
Take a carriage to Addermeyer Institute.
Best lead that you have for tracking down the Crown Killer.
Why do I have a feeling that's going to degrade into a chase sequence? Billions in stealth 2, saving 3. Overseer masks. Runes and bone charms. Faint singing sound. Yeah, so they're kind of like pests in Destiny. So, how many levels is this, by the way?
9, I think, off the top of my head.
Okay. So is this number 2?
This is level 2.
I'd take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight.
Probably
Grand
one of the
Guard and watchtower there. Go
longest.
inland. and
Well,
use
maybe
the
not
carriage
actually.
station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Parnaka. After Duke Luga
Oh, the stream is struggling just now.
Lots of movement.
Yeah, the video is frozen.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
I think
Watch
she's
yourself
torrented.
on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer.
Yeah, did you guys have any
Take out the
bandit
Crown
issues
Killer
before when you were playing
and
with
find
us?
out where Sokolov is.
No.
The
But it's a different time of day.
Yeah, here, I'll
It
see
is-
if I can't get it to
Hold
recover
on.
here. Hold on.
Yeah, as Zachary says, water breaks everything. You're probably right.
Very point, Zachary. Okay, it's the cutscene now, if that helps.
No, it's still frozen.
You want me to restart the stream?
Yeah, the first chance that you come to a stopping point, yeah, I would.
That now?
We're suffering technical difficulties. Please stand by. Okay, I was thinking about it. I got a menu.
Or walking down the street, grabbing a bit of fish.
No, I still see Jillybean is offline.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Do you have any neighbors sucking up the Wi-Fi?
Bay.
Okay, now it looks like it's starting. Okay, we're back.
What do you see?
You're looking out at a buoy over the water.
Awesome, and if I'm jumping, you seeing me jumping?
Yep, seeing you jumping. Okay, we're back.
I'm going sunblind.
So, just to give you a clue of what the heart does, we can point the heart at somebody.
She may be our real sister, but it's only what she learned from her mother's own cruel hands.
No, it's kind of like
This
Watch Dogs.
person's a dick. Yes. This is a bit like Watch Dogs.
Oh, Narc, as an idea. Yeah, can you NDI me, you?
I'll get the scars tomorrow.
Yeah, you want to do that so...
Yeah, that way we're only downloading one.
Sure it's safe.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let's see if I can do that.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh, a bar.
Hello there.
Oh, we gotta go to the bar.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
Here?
I've been out of ice for 2 weeks now. Customers don't care much for warm lemonade.
Yes, but I want a beer.
Who doesn't?
And I'm British. We don't drink our beers cold. I'm having this. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's weird.
Can you imagine being attacked by such a monster out at sea? They're horrible creatures.
Why would anyone not want to have a cold beverage?
Give him a chance to tell his side. It wasn't his fault, Ryan. I'm sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's going to claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat.
He minds, it's fine. You can see whaling industry is alive and well in Karnaca.
Yeah.
I always think when I walk down the street, I always think it must smell so bad here.
Oh, beyond, yeah, beyond the realm.
The map showed there were 7 people who boarded Colorado. But when the skiff pulled into the bay, he was the only one on it.
Last one I can just get through this shit.
His only plan is to get drunk and stay drunk.
Oh, you're kind. Thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood fly infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint.
Ooh, blood flies. Let's do that.
Must we?
Let's hope you never need help.
So I gave him some money and then I stole from him and now he's pissed at me, so let's leave.
That's funny. The heart was took a very uncharitable view. It said the character's only plan was to get and stay drunk. But
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
This place, I'll trade with you.
But then he actively gave you a clue about how to get where you need to go.
Yeah.
Like, why did he do that then?
So which one of these do we want? So there's instant sleep dart.
Yeah, Zach says he's got drug darts. So what are the best drug darts?
Stinging bolt.
Maybe
Causes an enemy to flee and forget. Howling bolt.
What's the other one? Sleeping?
And then the ancient howl bolt, which blinds enemies' cause, which is to flee. The deep howl bolt blinds enemy causes wolfhounds to flee, very important. And then a couple of different bullet types. There is a magnetized bullets, which will disrupt the clockwork soldiers. The armored bullets, which has a ricochet shot. Some silent running. Reducing damage. Moth dust wrappings makes you less visible. Have more damage against soldiers.
They've given
us of different things.
They've given us two options that are enemy specific, but it's kind of difficult to know whether that's a good choice now without knowing when those enemies come up.
Further. Yeah. At this stage, I'm just gonna buy some extra bullet magazines, I think.
News it. Isn't glad we could do business.
And
you won't regret it.
So one is that I always quite like to pick up early on is silent running. Oh, great.
Well, you're all about stealth, so you can sneak around.
All about the stealth.
Is that a reference?
Sneaky, sneaky. Now, just to her personality.
Want this if we can.
Oh, location of sunken supplies.
Oh, is that so you can find things underwater?
But it's too expensive for us. We'll need to go and
What
steal
was-
some things. and
What was
come
the thing
back.
you picked up before that, though?
It was another bone charm. So we now have
a menu.
5 bone runes, so we can take Blink, Doppelganger, Bend Time, Shadow Walk, Dark Vision, Possession. Possession's good fun. Mesmerize, Wind Blast, Devouring Swarm, or Domino.
I don't know.
Or
I think
passives as well.
Possession sounds interesting.
So possession is interesting, but you at the first level, you can only take an animal, I think.
Aww.
But the next a couple of levels up, you can start taking people. But it's still a good one, and we would still have a rune left over, so we can take possession.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Well, wait a minute. Does it limit the animal, or can we like take a whale? And, like,
You can't take a whale, sadly. You can take a fish or an eel.
oh, bummer.
All right. And
But I
rats, I
figured
assume.
We could crash a whale into the city.
Rats, blood flies.
No, I don't think I've ever tried to inhabit a blood fly.
You.
But we can see.
Give it a go when we get a chance.
Okay, so let's have.
What's to stop you from possessing Delilah and just like killing yourself?
Oh, and let's we can also upgrade it to take a corpse as well, which gets us closer to
nice.
possessing humans.
Awesome. We're a necromancer. Awesome.
Worse, we're Night of the Living Dead, apparently.
That is fantastic.
Is it?
Literally.
Oh, we're stuttering again.
Don't get too close to the nests.
Oh.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl.
Zachary says, kill people with a whale? Interesting idea. I thought so.
If you
they aren't killer whales for nothing.
It's very Douglas Adams. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is the stuttering
More
netter?
likely we all get
a little bit.
Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
I like that he used the word idiots. Nobody uses that anymore.
Don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin, and another way to get past the wall of light.
Okay, so you were basically just saying that it was too crazy to go inside this place.
It's infested.
Gee, I wonder why.
Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
Now,
This is quite cute.
Is this the only option for us going forward? In
No,
terms of...
there's a lot of different options, but this is quite cute. So we've got a little wheelchair and an abandoned diary. From my window, I see you once a week. You lean against the light blue wall and open a book. I've noticed you have 2 hats, one of straw and one of fabric, both light in colour. You avoid the sun, a kindness to your pale skin, though I've never seen you roll your pants up higher than your ankles. Modesty, I wonder. I wish I could go outside again. Deep in the silver mines by dawn, I rarely saw the light of day myself. The accident happened almost 5 years ago. The explosion threw me onto my belly, crushing most of my fellows from my crew, along with my legs. Pulling down tons of black rock and earth, their muffled groans of agony stay with me even now. I am unfit for mining or any other work. Most of my days are whiled away as I sit in this crooked chair looking through my window. Slants of sunlight ease the pain in my legs for a couple of hours each day. My heart waits for the next sighting, for the next time you take your rest in the shadow of the cool. Very
this a game where we have to guess whose diary it is, or?
Yeah.
I
broke my back.
I'm back in the silver
mines.
I wrote it on the wall
for a
because
49er.
ran out of pages in my diary.
Yeah.
So you're on a quest to find more pages. I require whiskey as a ligament.
Hello.
I have something that might interest you.
First, I would like to know what the heart says about you.
Oh, God.
This is Paula's to make it worth your while.
Mindy Blanchard. Early in life.
Steampunk hooker.
Come on.
What does that mean?
My name's Mindy
It's
Blanchard.
actually a hint that the
and
character
you
is
look like someone who
trans.
goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
Let's not scratch any of these other asses.
Can you help me with
please?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
a body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
So there's one way we can get...
Can we possess the body and bring it that way?
Yeah, that's my first thought.
We can possess the body. The problem is that you can't actually do anything once it's possessed.
Yeah,
You're
dead people
just-
can't do
yeah.
anything. You know, it's not a zombie.
Oh, well, I've been sold a bill of lading
goods?
then, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I pretty much thought that was. You could raise
Well,
a dead body and then move it.
Think about it. Dead people can't do anything because, you know, they're
All right,
dead.
so it's basically just using them as what, as observation ports, just to
As a
spy.
place to hide, really.
What happens
Yeah,
to your?
who's-
But wait,
Who's
isn't
gonna
your?
suspect a dead person?
But isn't your? Where does your body go when you possess a corpse?
It
Magic smoky effect.
which is kind of weird.
Okay. All right. Not quite what I was guessing at when we picked that option, but okay.
Yeah, I knew what you were thinking of, and I had a feeling he's going to be really disappointed.
Yeah, I thought it was like a remote control.
This is reality, Greg.
Narc just wants to play Reanimator.
He does. Oh my god. Which is funny because he doesn't like The Walking Dead at all.
Nope. Uninterested. It's not even much to dislike. It's just disinterest.
Other things to steal here, I don't think. Ooh, money.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the lead actor in it also feels the same way. After 9 years.
It's so weird that he become so famous for The Walking Dead.
Yeah, sadly.
I will always remember him as jelly deals. I will always remember
was
him
random.
as the guy in Love Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That must be weird going
he's
from
the
that
wedding videographer.
Yeah, every time I see him in The Walking Dead, I'm like,
wake up.
oh, where are your cards?
They should really work that into an episode somehow.
Should do.
You think?
Okay.
They'd be great for like a bonus. Don't play with the heart anymore, please.
Okay, so
That's
one
just
of the
gross.
ways that we can go is through that apartment, through the seized apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But road could also take us. Sorry, okay.
I like the fact that it's clockwork though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really pumping anything. It's just the action of the organ is what gives it some kind of power.
It's just gross.
Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? No!
So we really shouldn't go through there.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Security field.
He just ran through it. Yeah, we couldn't stop him.
That's what the drunk guy was talking about.
So, how many people do we get a chance to throw into the field then?
How many do you want to throw into the field?
Ooh,
This
I don't
guy
know.
into the field?
I don't know. The people down over there seem more deserving. He was just standing around. Zachary liked my steampunk hooker idea. Zachary says you could have saved him. Why didn't you?
Could we?
I could have, yeah, I could have saved him, but I would have had to have moved a lot faster.
Zachary, she couldn't have saved him. She would have had to put forward effort.
Oh, wow, that was... Yeah,
Not
did
lethal.
Did he hear you?
He is unconscious. Yeah, I think he heard me.
Huh.
You throw him in the ocean?
Wrong one.
Conflict, power, greed, lust. For me.
Overseers.
Throw him in the ocean.
Can we just throw him into the ocean?
Do what I can do. It'll kill him.
Yeah, that's okay.
Why would the ocean kill him?
Bye.
Well, because he's unconscious. He's just gonna drown.
I think it would have wake him up.
I don't think the game thinks that.
Hey, it makes more sense than your Walking Dead theory.
The deviant.
And even babies hold their breath underwater.
Come here. Ooh, he has a note on him. Good brother Harold, last week when we talked, oh, what a state I was in. It was good of you to take me aside and lend your advice. I have taken it to heart, and I know you are correct. Yes, I will need to be purified through ritual. Ah, what a road I had ahead of me. I know it well, for you may not know, but I endured the ritual once before. But 3 years ago, though I was young and strong, I came within an inch of death. If I may impose upon you once again, would you be so kind as to not mention our conversation to anyone? I will arrange for the ritual, of course, very soon. I confess, ever since our talk, I feel much better. No comparison to that agitated state in which you found me. Peace and clarity have returned to me. Truly, I do feel better. In all things, Brother Chester. There's kind of a question here as to whether or not Brother Chester really is going to go through the ritual again, or if he's just hoping that Harold isn't going to...
Well, I get a feeling death is a lot more flexible in this universe than people would think, so...
Yes, very much so. I'm just going to pop you down there. Good old Chester.
Who's that photo there?
We'll come back to it, because there's just somebody else in here. I heard somebody.
Yeah, she looked like the girl on the couch.
Search for heretical artifacts.
What?
Zachary says, he seems nice, don't kill him.
Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
Unless, of course, you have Mr. Pointy. Now, how did she not see that?
She's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine here. We're all good. How are you? You can't even sit in a chair.
We got a reactor leak here.
Ooh,
large leak, very dangerous. Oh, bananas. You passed bananas.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Bananas. Sir Conan bananas, which everyone knows are the best kind.
Yes, so we have no bananas.
Art is telling us...
Oh, phone charm.
Some more stuff. Art is also telling us something here. This is an outsider shrine. Creepy writing.
Okay, so
a lovely picture of the outsider.
So the existence of this guy is not a secret. I mean, he's a cult figure.
Yeah. Okay. He is an old god.
Oh, that's how he always looks. Like, people know that.
And this is an old bathroom.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here. And I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, play with the vermin.
And now we have more bone charms.
Zachary says, the final nudge. No, that's Dishonored 4. Actually, how many of the Dishonored series were there? I know there were 3, right?
Okay, so wait a minute. So the person who wanted us to get a dead body has a portrait of the person who wants the body next to his body.
Yeah, that's what I found is weird. And I knew that it looked like the woman on the couch, so I was curious as to what that whole relationship really was about.
So a nice tattoo you have on your back. Amadeo, where did you find the original drawing? Do you want to chat about it? Come to the Crone's Hand in the Dust District and ask for Mindy. Time.
Nathema says, he's got big hands.
They're all quite cartoonishly proportioned in the Dishonored universe.
Yeah, everybody seems to be, you know, thick-necked little Parker kind of guys.
And here we are actually on the other side of the Wall of Light, which is just through. And that's the other side of the bloodfly-infested building.
Is there an exterminator of bloodflies? I mean, is that a business?
It should be. Bloodflies are really disgusting.
From what they describe about them, yeah, the stinging, the egg laying, yeah, that just. Of course, you are walking around with a human heart in your backpack, so.
And the heart said,
you just had to take it out.
Something over there.
I'm never gonna get used to that.
I live in
Not
the
to
back.
mention the fact, since there's no blood going through it, that heart really serves no purpose.
Ugh.
I live in your backpack.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is what bloodflies do. They lay eggs inside corpses, and yeah.
So they make you into corpses so they can lay their eggs inside you?
Let's see what that bone charm was that we just picked up.
Yeah, this is not a universe I want to visit.
So our grenades inflict slightly more damage. Let's have that. And oops, nope, wrong one. And let's also have swift shadow movement is slightly faster in stealth mode.
I would like some insect repellent.
Good.
Some really good insect repellent.
Since we have 2 runes, we can buy Dark Vision or we can buy Agility. I would suggest we buy one of them, but it's up to you.
Agility, since we didn't take it last time, I guess.
And we are even more runny, jumpy, standy still.
So you're saying you have good Jillybeans then?
Badum-tish.
Athemus thought it was cool. Look, she said cool.
Okay, so do we want to help Mindy or do we want to find our own way in? Because the body that Mindy said is in this building here.
Why do we get the feeling she wants to rip off a really cool tattoo off this guy's back?
I want to know. I want to know what the story is there. So yeah, I guess I want to find the body.
Agree. I want to know what the significance of the tattoo is and what she's going to do with it.
What was the deal?
To be honest, my instinct says treasure map of some kind.
Left by those within the outsider's wicked cabal. Sometimes I wonder.
Zachary says, "Yeah, I think a flamethrower would be a proper insect repellent." I agree. I would totally love a flamethrower.
People don't listen. They never do. Seems dangerous. Drives me mad.
Far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the aisles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques
can't see me.
Wow, nobody has any peripheral vision in this game. Holy crap.
Well, they're all wearing weird hats and headgear.
Yeah.
Still, though,
they're wearing blinders.
They can't hear you. You are the ultimate in quiet jumping through windows.
Much better.
They've all got iPhones.
Oh my goodness! Why can't I strangle you? I'm gonna just stab you at this rate.
Maybe I have to pick his pocket first. Wow! Oh wow! That's a lot of blood.
If you had just been
oh my
slightly
God, you
different,
severed his arm.
Your suffering might not be plain to you.
That blade's got to be
could
really
have been
sharp.
avoided.
So you're blaming his choice of chair?
Oh, his arm is here. It's okay.
See?
We'll just,
oh God!
All reunited in death. It's fine.
Why do I get a very strong Combine vibe off of those guys?
Yes, you will do even more actually. There's another dude there.
Ace, the player's in the chat. Ace, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the Rampancy.net playthrough of Dishonored 2. Where Jillybean's driving.
Driving badly with multiple death and murder. Sorry, all overseers. Very sorry.
Couldn't be
sorry.
avoided.
Obsessed whale oil. Strictures to keep you safe. Remember the 7 strictures, especially roving feet, wanton flesh, and restless hands.
Yeah, we're gonna need that for later.
And there's a safe right there.
Is that his hookah? He doesn't have any of that white tobacco.
Was that a clue for opening the safe, or was that a?
It was indeed. So we have the 7 strictures.
I see. Okay.
I was wondering if all the codes were behind photos.
Mission.
Roving feet is 4. Wanton flesh is 6. Restless hands is 3.
Dun dun dun.
Let's.
Now, do the codes rotate or change throughout the game, or they're always the same?
Most of them are randomized.
Nice. I like that.
So, in fact, I don't think there's a single one here which is always the same.
Is it always fixed? Yeah, because, I mean, once, somebody figures this out and puts it on a YouTube video, it kind of ruins the experience for a lot of people.
In fact, there's a really cool puzzle. I think we'll probably get to it next week, which every single time I need to think very hard about. And it's different every time, and you've got to work it out every single time, which I think is really quite clever. Okay.
I like that because that makes it the experience unique.
Yeah. So the interrogation room is upstairs. Let's
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the vice overseer.
I think you're going to be waiting a long time. I don't think he's coming.
Sneaky.
He'll send someone else. Maybe overseer can doc.
Equip the heart. There's a rune or a bone charm nearby. Quick, whip out that heart.
Alright, one there.
God, that's gross.
Say that about my mother.
I'm not saying that about your mother. I'm saying that about your mother's,
Whoop.
Yeah. Yep. Fluid pump.
It's fine.
Brandishing. Been bastardized with clockwork. Excuse me, pardon me.
Strangle you rather quietly, that'd be great. I love it when they're facing the other way.
Why are they all wearing long swords indoors?
It's a dangerous place to live.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but
Also,
think about
these
it.
guys
You
are
could be
from the
whacking it
religious
on.
order.
Yeah, you'll be whacking it on every piece of furniture in the hallway in the building.
So this is their interrogation. Brother Bernardus, where did you find those drawings? The accused, I made them. As I said, I'm an artist, mostly newspaper advertisements. Bernardus, these don't look like advertisements. They look like heretic nonsense intended to make your neighbors sick or bring back a loved one.
Ooh.
Nothing will dissuade you of those notions, I'm sure. So instead of wasting my breath, I'll give you some advice. Take a bath once in a while, overseer, and invest in some scented soap, unless that's against one of the strictures.
Wow.
Conclusion, apparently the accused suffered from a weakened heart, dying during the interrogation without providing anything further. His apartment on the canal should be searched for items or drawings of a profane nature. So
Wow.
that's the guy's apartment that we were in.
Okay.
Is.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Interrogated.
Now, can we just like throw him out of the window or something, or we gotta actually carry him everywhere?
We've got to actually carry him to behind the dentists.
Now, can we search the body for whatever she was looking for? I assume it's either something
but
on
we can,
him,
we
in
can
him.
ask the heart.
When others might choose to draw blood, you find another
Oh, except for we can't because he's dead and the heart doesn't care about dead people.
is my highest praise.
Secret date. So Mindy was after these heretical drawings.
Drawings, yeah, okay. So, does she think they're on the body?
Well, he did have a tattoo on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's where they are, and that's what she wants them for. So wouldn't it just be easier to cut off his back skin? That would be a lot lighter.
I remember I can carry around several portraits, but not more than 10 bullets. So
That's what I mean. And now you're carrying around a whole
and
person.
either while you're carrying around a body. Yeah.
And a piece of your mom's body.
Well, technically, I call my mother's body from the void, so...
So, weight 0.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pop you here for a minute while I take a look around.
Now, what happens if you, like, drop him in the ocean accidentally? Can you go back and get him?
No. I'm...
Oh, really? So you can goof this. You can...
Oh.
Yep. And indeed. In fact, I can probably demonstrate that.
Am I pitching one of these guys over?
So, no, hold on.
Come on, with the back. With the front.
Yeah, save first, right?
Little quick save.
Yeah.
Hey, here, dude. It's closer to the.
Yeah, how far can you pitch and toss?
Get up there. Bye. Oh, apparently I can still go and get him.
Okay, good to know. Just thought I'd check.
Yeah, but won't going down there kill you? Or can you swim?
Water like super lethal?
Oh, well, okay. Hitting the rock did kill you.
Yeah.
Ow. Eesh. Game over. Well, thanks for the lovely playthrough we've had. That was Dishonored 2. Please tune in next week when we take on a new exciting title. Yeah, you're just going to load the quick save again. We can go back.
That's why quick saves.
Why did you aim for deeper waters?
I think I should have. I think I was jumping from too high, actually.
Oh, was it? Yeah, is there a height limit? Does it take in the fall damage I would expect?
There is fall damage, yeah.
Okay. Well, no, not to do that again. So please stand by while we load our quick save and get us back to our particular rendition here.
It's fine. So,
we're good.
Ow.
You just quick jumped into
Weird,
scaffolding. I meant to do that.
Okay, cool. Where's Miko?
Jilly, break it up. Break it up, Jill. Hold up.
Can
You're
you
losing
see us?
altitude. I don't know. Your voice broke up there for a second.
Yeah,
what were you saying?
Voice and the video broke up
Can you
there for a bit.
Okay,
Okay,
we're all
now.
good?
Yeah, we're good now.
Somebody's messing with
I'm
your...
gonna be really cool. Are you
All
all
right.
watching?
Okay. Yep.
You playing William Tell, shooting the apple.
Yeah.
Now you got to eat an apple with lead bullets in it. You've made applesauce. Yeah, somebody's messing with your upload bandwidth. I don't know what's going on.
Might just be a bad time of year. Every other thing that uses the internet is off in the house. There is no Alexa. There is no.
Yeah,
home
and you're
hub.
on a wired connection now, right? Oh
Yeah,
no! Well,
wired
there's fall
connection
damage.
for both.
Owie. So
Good thing
that
we
was
saved then.
Wow, you actually died there. Wow. Okay. So fall damage definitely a thing. We'll make sure that we'll take that into account.
Yeah, I was too busy looking at phone to double check that I'd actually put the wireless off.
Oops.
I wasn't paying enough attention. Sorry.
I'm just thinking maybe because what time of night is it there?
It is to 6
PM. Okay, yeah. So everyone's getting out of work and going home and sucking up all the bandwidth.
Yeah, but it is Sunday. Right, come on, dude. We're going to take you to Mindy, who is going to do vile, unspeakable things to your body.
Yeah, that just means that they're all getting out of church and going home to use the Wi-Fi.
Oh, that is a good point, actually. The church next door might be doing something.
There you go. Yeah, they don't have any wireless speakers, do they? You can have a lot of fun with that.
Not that I know of. They're a very quiet. Well, no, they're not. They're a gospel church. They're a very noisy church. But
For Zachary, it's 2:45 in the AM for him. Oh man.
Dropped him in when I fell.
Oh, yeah. As long as he doesn't get stuck.
Oh, maybe somebody tripped
So,
over one of
Mindy,
those underwater
what
cables.
are you planning to do with this?
Put it down in the hole.
Okay. So as long as you're not going to do anything weird and kinky.
Too late.
Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go.
She just
On
burying
the
him?
other side, there's a
Yeah, she
station
seems
that
to
will take
be.
you to Addermire.
Better
Maybe
than
she's
nothing.
trying to
Thanks for your help.
necromance him.
David Turner's in the chat. Hi, David.
Hello,
David says,
David.
"Don't kink shame her."
Kink shaming is
No,
my
we don't
king.
kink shame here at Ramsey.net. We can't. It's impossible.
See.
I just think if she was going to get that tattoo off of her back, that, you know, she'd want to do that first.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was.
Yeah. I just think she's doing things out of order. Oh, there seems to be too many people over there to try and stealth it. Zachary Stevens says, kinky things are the best things.
It's safe to touch the carriage rails now.
We'll have to try again. We have to see.
I kind of expect you'd have to, like, stow away on a train or something that was going by.
Addermire Station.
So
should
these
take me out to the
trains
Institute.
are slightly different from the kind of trains that you ride, which is a really weird design choice from the game's
Yeah, they
point of
kind of
view.
look like mine carts, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, like almost like they're automated or mechanically controlled.
Something, the heart, if we were to ask the heart, there's something...
More Grand Guard
Yeah,
soldiers.
there's something over
Best
here
to
that we
avoid.
want up.
Let us be lost here together for a moment.
This must be
You know-
the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia.
You know, without any
Blood
water in
flows
that
and
heart,
flourish
you
with
think
all
all it
the
would do is
Duke's
make like fart
executions.
noises. Well, I mean, it'd be air, right? So, yeah, it sounds like a whoopee cushion in your hand.
But my work at Addermire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason,
Of course, we're picking up syringes in the office of an alchemist who's talking about her horrible failures.
Yep, so it's fine.
Not to mention lack of sanitary conditions, my god.
Everything's fine here, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm close to something.
I like the tripod
Find
over there.
Hypatia.
You know, one of my first
I'll
films
see
had a
what she
tripod like
knows
that.
about
It was
the
wooden.
Crown Killer.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship that you don't
very
usually
old
see
school.
these days.
Dave Turner gives
What's
a
going
thumbs up
on
to
in
Zachary
Addermire?
Stevens' comment.
What's the Duke's interest, and how is it connected to Delilah?
Yeah, and where did all these butterflies come from?
So tell me, Hart, where is this bone charm?
You know, I did just notice, I appreciate that the game shows that you're taking the paintings but not the frames.
Yes. Well, to
Because
be
the
honest,
frames would be unrealistic.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be the only logical sense. But they didn't put an animation of you using your knife on it to cut it out of the frame.
Well, you know, they don't want to take too much time. I understand that.
Zachary says those sleep darts will definitely make people sleep forever.
Deep and restful sleep.
I'm just wondering why they didn't come up with another, like, steam pump mechanic. You know, because, I mean, this is like a proximity radar type device, you know, of finding things and whatnot. Why they chose to go to, you know, Mommy Beerus' blood pump.
So inquisitive intellects, tinkerers, and aspiring criminals alike, if you can open this Winslow safe, the precious silver inside is yours to take home. Participants are limited to 30 minutes in one attempt only. Try and guess the combination. It's always...
Is it always a guess? Or is there clues around that we haven't partaken?
Well, there is in fact a clue.
I would put in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but, you know, there's only 3 digits.
I have to tell myself that fixing all this will bring back prosperity.
That's why it's okay to steal.
Feel free to have a look around.
5,
Yeah.
3, 2. Yes, we're going to keep running the safe contest. Maybe no one comes into the shop, or maybe a dozen people come in, like we had during the parade of fishmongers 5 years ago. I promise, none of these thick-skulled dock workers, or their course wives, I think it's supposed to be course wives, are going to guess the combination. We just run the contest, bring the people into the shop, and if we're lucky, they talk about it over beers with their friends or at family dinners. Since they don't know what's inside, they fill in the blanks. Then just imagine something as grand as the treasure reserves at Dunwall Tower. We need the business, so keep the signs up and stay polite to knuckleheads who try to open the 5, 3, 2.
Am I the only one that wants to know how many fishmongers actually constitute a parade?
Surely 2 or 3. I feel like a parade of fishmongers is pretty low threshold.
The most popular show in this universe is The Course Wives of Dunwall.
Zachary Stevens says 7. 7 constitutes a parade.
Another bone charm and some ingots. I'll take those.
What about the bullets?
I haven't shot enough people to need to pick up more yet.
You want all the bullets. 29 millimeters.
Okay.
Is there any pizza in this video game?
Through.
Did you just power slide on the dirty kitchen floor?
Yes. Is there anything wrong with that?
Could be.
I
don't know. Check your pants.
Okay, face the other way, lady.
Yeah, when are we going to get a chance to see you actually snipe anything?
Sniper, if you like. Sleep
who
dart or a real dart? She's a guard.
Well, I don't think we want to waste a sleep dart. We have more arrows than we have darts. I just want to see what the range of this puppy is, and does it auto lock? Yeah, it seems to auto lock on her head. Well, that's just too easy. Nice, more stabbies.
What? Aha!
Yes. Oh, you missed. That's better.
Now he's dead.
Aha. Way to pick up the pace for Zach. We want a little bit more murder going on. Okay, so.
Sorry, I didn't realize we had a lack of murder.
Well, you know, there's only so much stealth one can take.
So you got unlucky there because the body fell forward.
Yes.
Yes.
To where other people could see it immediately.
I was indirectly hoping something interesting like that would happen and how Jilly would have to deal with it, but I just wanted to spice it up a little bit, and I wanted to see the crossbow in action.
Emergent gameplay.
Zachary says, death is appreciated.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Oh, you're right above him. Did you spin on his head? Oh, the Hakalugi skill.
You're not supposed to be here, mother boy.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, wow. That was graphic.
Let's go to Addermire.
Okay, now that is an interesting design. I gotta say that the artwork and design and the mechanics in this universe are really well detailed and interesting.
Oh, yeah. And distinctive.
It is
uniquely
gorgeous.
In a creepy sort of way. Oh wow, so that was the end of that. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. Zachary says, yeah, he pulled a nutcracker. So 0 civvies, 9 hostiles, total 9. Totally didn't do the mercy. Ghostly never detected. No, that didn't work.
So this time we had a high chaos level, which
wow,
will have.
That was high?
Yeah, because there's.
Well, nine hostiles killed. So.
Yeah, but I mean, we only got discovered like a couple times, and
yeah, but 5 bodies got detected.
Yeah,
so
no alarms though.
People were finding dead bodies. It wasn't like people were just quietly going missing.
Cool.
Now, when it does detection, does it count bodies or does it count acts of detection? So if you throw a body in front of 3 people, is that 3 detections or is it 1?
So a detection is when you are seen. But if you are detected, then you are seen. If a body is detected, it's when the body is seen. I think the body can only be seen once.
Okay, so one body being seen is once, no matter how many people see it. All right.
Yes.
Right. Well, see, in my mind, if you get detected by someone who then immediately dies, that detection didn't go anywhere. So if no alarms were raised, I would think that would be far more important than detection, personally. But
yeah,
I mean, if none of those people let anybody know that you've been seen, that information has gone nowhere. So therefore, the situation is unchanged.
Now, do we want to do we want to either continue with the next, or I think either we stop here or we take a break and then do this one level. Well, what does everybody think?
Well, Jilly knows how big the level is. How long is
this
the good
is
doctor?
quite a big level, and it's quite an interesting level with lots of sort of quite nice things in it. So it might be a good place.
All right, we want to take our time and we want to enjoy it and we want to let people see it and absorb it and all. Because I'm terribly curious. I don't want to breeze over anything.
So this is basically a sanatorium.
Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name.
So what's the call then? We're gonna stop here?
They say Dr.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
By dying.
So it's really quite a fun level from a level design point of view, because it's old hospital from Victorian steampunk type things.
Yeah, I have a feeling the environment's going to be really quite creepy. Can we do a quick save right here?
Yeah, we can indeed.
Cool. Yeah, that would be awesome. Zachary wants to know when the next stream will be. This particular one is
same time
be our
next Sunday.
Series on Sunday mornings. Yep. So 11 a.m. EDT. So feel free to check it out. And if you can't make it live, feel free to check it out. It will be uploaded to our YouTube channel at the same time. So we're going to be continuing on with this as well as the rest of the stuff that we do. So, I got to say I'm enjoying this. This is definitely interesting.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm terribly curious about it. I had been for a while. I'd seen some videos on it and a lot of reviews, and it's terribly popular. So I had a feeling that it was successfully done. It's just that this particular type of stuff, personality-wise or just game-wise, style-wise, this is never one that I would say and go out and say, oh my god, I've got to buy that because I'm dying to play it.
Yeah.
If I had
Destiny
it
is about as
on it,
fiddly as you like to get in terms of managing a bunch of skill trees and inventory. And basically, you just got tricked into that because it was the next Bungie game.
That's why I never pulled the trigger on BioShock, and I love the playthrough that we did on BioShock. Oh no, Nathema says you spilled my coffee on my carpet. No.
Oh no.
Clean it up. Be right back. Oh man, I don't want to bail on her in the middle of her cleaning coffee. So as far as the type of game, and same thing with some of the other ones that we've done, they're never ones that I typically play in my wheelhouse.
Oh, right, like Divinity. Like you never would have bought Divinity and said, hey, let's go play this.
Nope. And yet I absolutely loved it. In fact, the best part of Divinity, to be honest, was the controller support. Because it made everything in the game simple and easy to access, and it was literally just a style of interface. It made a fantastic job with it, and it made it accessible. And because it was controller based, even if it was on the PC, it still felt natural. Because I've been using an Xbox controller since 2002, so that was a big feature for me. In fact, does this have controller support? I'm curious.
Oh, she's playing on the Xbox One.
I'm
so
playing on a console.
On the Xbox One. Well, I was thinking the PC version. Does the PC version have controllers?
Yes, it does.
It does. Oh, awesome. See, that in and of itself would be a huge plus and a hurdle that would make it far more accessible to me personally. As one of the things I love about No Man's Sky. It's the thing I absolutely adored about Divinity. So, I don't know. Makes me want to play it.
Okay, so that was the first 2 levels of Dishonored 2. I mean, it's very stylish. It's I find stealth games kind of challenging. And obviously, getting stealth on that second level was a little bit harder than it was in the first one. And I think we just got unlucky there with the end that last guard you shot fell off the edge and caused that body to be detected.
We wanted to use the crossbow,
right?
And liven things up a wee bit. Yeah.
I did that
because we just sneaked up behind her and choked her. I pretty much, when I'm playing this game myself, I pretty much never use any of the crossbows. I just use power and the power of choking.
The power of choking.
And the power of choking is great, and you can upgrade your teleport power to bring people towards you instead, and you can bring them towards you, catch them in midair, and choke them, and it's great fun. Which makes it sound slightly psychotic.
Seriously, I'm waiting for her to pull a whole Darth Vader through the entire thing, because that seems to be what she would love to do. I was waiting for that power to show up on the tree. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna choke you from afar.
Our real friends were the people we choked along the way.
Yeah.
Zachary says very kinky. Okay, well listen, thank you everyone for joining us. This is the Rampancy.net playthrough of Dishonored 2. Jillybean and myself and Mal and Narc should be coming in on next Sunday at 11 a.m. EDT. We're going to be continuing on with this title till the end. We certainly hope that you enjoyed it. And for all of the stuff that we do, please feel free to check out our YouTube channel at rampancy.net. I'd like to thank Fosterix for signing up from Twitch for a new sub. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And would like to thank Zachary and David and Ace and Athema and everyone else in the chat for joining us. We certainly hope that you had fun. And we really hope that to catch you in the very next video coming up with this new series. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're out.
Hey.
Cool beans. Okay, that worked out pretty well, but yeah, definitely, the glitchy bits. I don't know what we can do about that.
Yeah, I think it's just bandwidth. One thing I think we could try though is Jilly.
Audio. Can we kick the audio settings down a bit for her?
Well, I think what she needs to do is that one, she's on the static version of the Mumble client. That's the old one.
Oh yeah.
So I would download the development snapshot from mumble.info.
Yeah, I just didn't know what the server audio settings were, if they were too high.
Well, I think her clients is too high. I think she probably ought to drop her bandwidth in the client down to about 50 kilobits a second.
That's probably a good idea. Okay. Because even if the video glitches, as long as we can hear your audio fine, that's okay.
Yeah.
Games glitch all the time. It's no big deal. But if the audio description and everything, it starts to pixelate out.
Yeah.
That's the roughest part.
When her connection was at its worst, the video stuttered, but her voice also stuttered. And if we could stop that from happening, probably the perception of the problem would be a little bit better.
Exactly.
So one, I would say get on the latest version of the client, which is the snapshot. And then on the audio input pane in settings, there's a slider for compression quality. Listed in kilobits a second.
Yeah. Do we want to get on a little bit earlier and source it out on Sunday when she has time?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we do that.
But I would say probably, I don't know what it's at now as a result of the, I assume you did the auto test at some point?
You remember, Joe?
Oh, me? No, I did no testing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, probably should do. Well, okay. There's the audio wizard, but I don't know if it sets the compression quality.
I think the static version doesn't have any of those options. It only has
It should.
Maybe not.
Oh,
well,
sorry, it does have compression quality. Sorry, I didn't change that at all.
Okay, so what's it set at?
40 and 59. So 40 kilobits per second.
It's even lower than that. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And there's no settings in Mixer anymore as far as...
No, Mixer on the Xbox doesn't have...